Right guys, lick of the week again. This week I'm going to go through a lick that I've just done on my original. I only sort of the last part of the solo. It's sort of like a Windy Malmsteen kind of Egyptian kind of sounding thing, like classical kind of stuff, but like obviously on guitar and that. But yeah, sort of got some Gus G kind of things in there, like it does all that kind of. That kind of thing, and just sounds pretty cool. So I'm gonna go through it with you guys. I'll do it first, and then obviously, like normally, I'll go through it slow, and then I'll go through it all with you. I mean, drop C sharp. So rest of the strings are in D sharp standard, and the top strings tuned down to a C sharp. So it's like. Yeah. So that's it for my 11 rack again. And I'll go through it now and put it through slow for you. This is how it's going to go. So that's how it's going to go. I'll go through it slow. Sort of like that. But you know, you get the gist of it once I show you what I'm doing. So I started with the chord D, and I went into the lick, which sort of goes like, it starts up here, and like, that's sort of how it goes, sort of like a sweep, so like, so that's how it's going to go. So you start up here, it'll be on the 14th fret on the G string, and then it's on the 15th fret on the B, and then we go to the 17th fret on the E string, down here. So basically we sweep downwards, so it's sort of like a chord, and then once you hit the E on E, you'll go an upstroke, so it goes, so it's ain't going. So you don't sound like a chord. So you're going with these two, which sound like one. The B, the G and the B, and then you go upstroke for the E. So that's how it's going to go. So I usually just use my first finger on the G, middle finger on the B, and then I use my little finger. But you can use your third finger if you want. It's just a bit of a pain. Like you just use your little finger. And then what you do is you hit the 13th fret on the E string, and then you hammer on to the 15th fret and back off again, so hammer and pull off. So go. It's like that. And then you get to the 17th fret on the B string, and then you hit the last fret, literally the last fret on the fretboard. So again. So like the 22nd fret, that one. Yep, 22nd. And you just so basically hammer on, pull off, and then you get to the 17th fret, back to the 13th fret on the E string, and then you go back to that 17th fret again, then you pull it up halfway, so half a string. So it's like, you got one fret up basically, and then you get your finger on your middle finger or whatever finger you want to do, go halfway, and then hit that the B string on the last fret, the 22nd fret. That's how it's gonna go. So basically it's that's how that's going to go. That's that part. So after that, then I went into this, which goes. basically all that is, I'm at the 17th fret on my 3rd finger, and I hit it and I slide it down to the 15th, so it goes. And then I use my 1st finger to get to the 13th fret, so it goes. When you're practicing it, it sounds awful, but like when it's all together it sounds good. So now I'll go from the 15th fret on the E string to the 13th fret on the E string again, but this time I use my 1st finger on the 10th fret on the B string, so it goes. So I go, what we've got at the moment is, and then you do the same again but you go forwards, so I'm on the 13th fret and I go forward to the 15th fret on the E string, and then I go same again, 13th fret on the B, and then you move up 2 again to the 17th, and then you hit the 15th on the B, and you just like repeat that, so it goes. And then I'll go like. So 17 and 15 E and B, and then I do this little lick which goes. There's different ways you can do it, hammer on, pull off and stuff. But what I'll do is I bend up and then like I pull off and go to the next note, so it's gonna go. Now that I go. So I'm like palm muting and then go into the note, and as soon as I hit the E, it'll come off. Just got that like going into it, like, you know what I mean? Instead of just going. Just sounds a little bit better than just hitting the note and then doing it, if you know what I mean. But so yeah, like I said, I'll go to the E string on the 15th fret. And then I'll go to the 17th, and then the 18th, and go back to the 17th, and I bend up halfway, and then back down again, and then pull off, and then I go to the 20th fret, yeah, 19, sorry, so 19th fret, yeah. So same again. You literally bend up like the slightest bit in vibrato. I used to go. So that's how it goes really. So it's a simple lick, but it's got that kind of, you know, sometimes on a song you don't need to shred the absolute crap out of it, you know what I mean, so to put like a melody into the solo, so that's how it goes. The solo itself on the song, I don't put any of the I just thought I'd add that in because it's sort of a cool lick that I did. The solo itself goes something like. But that's it. That's the lick for this week. If I just go through it again and then you've got it, then just go over it, add little stuff to it that I've showed you in the weeks before. So this is how it'll go. there you go, lick of the week. I'll see you next week. So.